Our creator created this incredibly complicated, awful quagmire with all of these different ways of showing up so that we finally get to the place of oneness, get over the window dressing, and move forward.
Life can be amazing, but oftentimes it's a maze. It certainly is when you're trans. You're trying to figure out which way to go, what way to go. Which way is the way forward? Which way is the way out? Should we double back? I'm not sure. Where do I go? How do I do? How do I navigate this? How do I negotiate this? Where's the way out? How do I do this? But eventually, you become secure in yourself. And you grow tall and you grow proud into it. And then you run into what I call one of Kimora Harrington's existential rules about queer life. You all loud and proud? What you gonna do when your grandma die? What you gonna do when your grandmama die? Answer that. What you gonna do when your grandma die? What you gonna do when your grandmama dies? That question hit me in June 2022 when my grandmother died. And that meant a trip home to where I grew up in Nebraska. And it also meant in some ways a coming out to a lot of family who hadn't seen me since I stepped into my truth and into my transition. Again, I was in the maze. Where do I go? What do I do? How do I navigate this? How do I negotiate this? These are people I loved. I was afraid to lose them. And there was a lot of fear and there was a lot of tension and there was sure to be perhaps some conflict. But Kimora says often that conflict and tension are gifts because they help us grow. I'm glad that my friend and my sister Kimora was there to provide a lot of knowledge. Oh, believe me, you get a lot of knowledge when you're in a car with Kimora for 1,400 miles. You get a lot of coaching, you get a lot of patience, and you get an occasional, or in my case, a more than occasional kick in the butt when you needed it because she told you something you didn't want to hear, but you needed to hear. The final result was what looked to be a no-win situation was a win-win for me, a win-win for my family, a win-win for everybody. We negotiated through the maze. I experienced firsthand the passion, the caring, and commitment that she brings to her consulting, that she brings to her coaching, her teaching, and to her community outreach. And that's why I'm proud to be a member of Kimora's Cultural Corner and a contributor to Kimora's Cultural Corner. And I think you should be one too.